Let's travel back in time. The year is 221 BC. You've just been born in a tiny rural village during the Qin Dynasty. Your life is brand new, but as you're about to find out, your future, well, that's already been decided for you.
What?
So, what's the plan? This is the job you've been chosen for. And you can forget any ideas you might have about glorious nation building. No, the reality is so much darker. You're about to become a tiny cog in one of history's most ambitious and deadliest construction projects.
So how did you even end up here? Well, your story starts with a simple, pretty harsh fact. You were born into a peasant family. Your destiny is literally tied to the very land you stand on.
Honestly, just making it to your first birthday is a massive victory. Almost 40% of kids back then don't survive that long. So you've already beaten some pretty insane odds. But believe me, the challenges are just getting started.
Because you survived the empire, it has a plan for you. See, your parents break their backs working on a farm, and that is exactly what's expected of you for the rest of your life. There are no other career paths. Your path is already paved, or, more accurately, tilled.
But here's the thing about that farming life. It's not going to happen. Something is coming that will completely derail the future you thought you had, and it's going to happen long before you're even old enough to be considered an adult.
Right around the time you can finally run around without constantly falling over, your education begins. While other kids might be playing games, you're learning about brutal, absolute discipline. There are no participation trophies here. This is training for a life of pure, hard labor.
And then one day, soldiers show up in your village. They are not here for a friendly visit. They have an invitation for you to join a very special project, building a massive wall to keep out the so-called barbarians. And guess what? You've been picked. Your parents are devastated, of course, but they are completely powerless to stop it. So, welcome to your new life. It's basically an unpaid internship from hell. And the fun part? The work begins before you even get to the worksite. You're forced on this long, brutal march to the border. Whatever physical fitness you thought you had from that baby boot camp is totally meaningless now. Your feet are shredded raw, your back is in agony, and this is just the commute. Okay, so let's look at your new working conditions. Forget a 9 to 5, you're on a 7 to 9 schedule, and I mean from sunrise until well after dark. The company cafeteria, you get stale bread and some boiled millet, if you're lucky. Your managers are basically vulture-like advisors who just circle and watch your every move. And the retirement plan? A permanent spot in the wall itself. So, your day is just this soul-crushing loop. You're hauling stone slabs that weigh more than you do. You're carrying these massive sacks of earth up steep, treacherous terrain. You're hammering away at solid rock in either blistering heat or freezing cold. Your main goal every single day is just trying not to collapse. And there is absolutely nowhere to turn for help. If you get injured, if you're sick, if the work is literally killing you, too bad. There are 0 child labor laws. One wrong step, one drop stone, and you just become part of the foundation.
As the years drag on, and they do drag on, this relentless labor starts to change you. It strips away your humanity, piece by painful piece. You're not really a person anymore, you're a tool.
Your entire existence is boiled down to a single function. You're basically a human carrier pigeon, but instead of carrying messages, you're hauling the raw materials of your own prison. You move when they say move, and you stop when they say stop. That's it. You become completely invisible, just a faceless laborer lost in a sea of thousands, all of them just like you. Your joints creak, your body is in constant, screaming pain. You feel trapped inside this gilded prison of dirt and rock that you're being forced to build. You're a walking ghost, haunting your own work site.
And eventually you have this grim realization. Your entire life, all your sweat, your pain, your stolen youth, it's all just a stepping stone for the glory of emperors you will never, ever see. You are a nameless sacrifice for a legacy that will never, ever include your name.
And this is the stark contrast, isn't it? While your hands are this mangled mess of blisters, open sores, caked in mud and blood, the hands of the cowards and talkers, in their safe, warm palaces, they remain untouched, holding calligraphy brushes or draped in fine silk. Eventually, after years and years of this torment, the inevitable happens. The human body can only take so much, and yours has reached its absolute limit. One day, it just stops. You collapse on the cold stone you were supposed to lift. There's no ceremony, no final words. Your body simply signs the exit paperwork. And just like that, after a lifetime of suffering, you're gone.
So when we look at the Great Wall today, maybe we shouldn't just see a monument. Maybe we should see it for what it truly was for so many people like you. A gilded prison, a stone grave, the world's longest cemetery, built on the bones of nameless sacrifices.
And that leaves us with one last lingering question. As we stand in awe of the great achievements of history, we really have to ask ourselves, what is their true cost? And whose stories are buried forever beneath the stone?